in loving memory of my amiibo, 2014 to July 16th, 2015. Oh, amiibo, you're so scalpable yet so fascinating. I bought 4 of you, and you're all on the front row of this image. And today, a terrible thing happened. My dog devoured them. The dog just devoured all of them. Now, Donkey Kong was lucky. He made it out unscathed. He's perfectly fine, and he is staying here in my room. Nice, safe, and sound. But Peach, Mario, and Yoshi were not so lucky. Peach was chewed up, and now all is left is her pedestal, which is pretty much in near mint condition other than this little scratch here, which you probably can't see. But that was probably there before the dog ate it. But other than that, it's pretty good. Mario's pedestal didn't come out in as good condition. I mean, it's chewed up a lot, and oh, it's just not good at all. I mean, it's just not good. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a lot of chew marks here. And Yoshi, poor Yoshi. Look at this. Look how ruined it is. Look. Surely a bit of Yoshi's feet are still here, but look at this. Just look at the insanity that is Yoshi. Look at the remainders of this. Look, it's so painful. So yeah, this is a very sad moment for my amiibo, and it's just not that good. And after that happened, I knew I just had to do this review. Oh, and Satoru Iwata. He recently died out of nowhere. It's pretty sad. And by the way, I was originally going to review Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. You are welcome. Hello, this is Big Bang Bot, and today I'll be reviewing Super Smash Bros. Melee for the exact console you think it's on, and I'm not going to say it because you know what console's on, so shut up. We all know about this game, every single one of us. No need to explain the history of this game. We all know what the history of this game is. We all know that when this game was released. We all know that everyone loves this game. We all know that this is a game. So, I don't really need to jibber-jabber about this game. I mean, I'm re-reviewing it for one thing. I mean, after an 8-month hiatus, I decided to review games again, and this was the first game I chose for that session. And, you know, that review kinda sucked. It wasn't as bad as my ones before it, but the review still sucked. And since my amiibos died, I mean, just look at the remainders of Yoshi. Look at this. It's awful. I mean, I just had to review this game. I mean, come on. Is this game really as amazing as every Smash fag wants you to think? Or is it just overrated? And have my opinions changed since my previous review? Well, I'm going to have to show you that for myself. So let's play the game! Well, it's time for me to play some... The game doesn't really have a story, but you know, I like making up stories for fighting games. So, what's my story for this game? Well, trophies come to life, and they want to kill each other because there's a Smash Brothers tournament which has been arranged by the evil Master Hand, and they have to defeat Master Hand in order to turn back into trophies, and they just want to be trophies because being trophies is better than being real, so they have to kill each other to kill Master Hand to turn them back into trophies. I tried my hardest, I'm honest. Well, I'm actually going to be completely honest now. I was lying to you. I actually made that story right on the spot while watching that cutscene, so I wasn't telling the truth at all. So, that is just something that I had to mention. So, yay, I guess. Woohoo! just for beeps and giggles, let's compare it to what I said in my old review, which was uploaded 2 years ago. So let's see how my story compares to this story.
Master Hand is holding a Super Smash Bros. Tournament, and he has invited 25 Nintendo stars in the tournament, and the winner of the tournament will get to fight Master Hand. And the winner of the Oval Championship who beats Master Hand becomes a trophy, which gets put in the official Nintendo Museum.
That story actually made more sense than the story I made. Well, I should say 2 minutes ago, but it's been days since I recorded that. I mean, do you agree with me, Yoshi? Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, Yoshi. Wait, what did you say? You agree? Good. On to the gameplay, because that's the most important part about Smash Bros. Now, the gameplay is truly what makes people go. But I guess it's time to see what it's all about. There are a whole bunch of game modes. First off is all of the single player stuff. I mean, the first thing you've got is the classic mode, which is the same thing as the original game's single player mode. But the only difference is that instead of fighting the exact same people the whole time, you have a set order of who you fight, or what types of characters you fight. And here is the list, just for you. So here's how it goes. First, you fight a normal opponent. Then, you fight in a team against a team. And as much as I wanted to use a SpongeBob movie SpongeBob water joke, I could not find it anywhere online, so you'll just have to enjoy me spelling it. And then you've got to break the targets. And then you've got another normal battle. Then you've got to fight a giant. Then you've got to place trophy snag. And then you've got to play another normal battle. And then you have to fight 10 opponents in one of those teams. Then you've got to race to the finish. And then you've got to fight a metal character. And then you've got to fight Master Hand. And maybe even Crazy Hand if you're playing on a high enough difficulty and you do it well enough. And then you become a trophy and the game is finished. I am the best at using Microsoft Word ever. No one's as good as me. I'm just so good at using it that you can't beat me. So try and beat me. You never will. Ha! And that's classic mode in a nutshell. And there's a much bigger difference between very easy and very hard. I mean, I am just going to show it to you now. Let's choose Pichu, the most pathetic excuse for a character in this game, and let's see how well he can beat up Zelda on very easy. Oh, she went flying a lot. That wouldn't have happened in the first game. That was really deadly! I might as well mention this trophy snag mode because I've already mentioned it. You can collect trophies in this game. There's a whole bunch of different ways to collect them, but one of them is to play trophy snag. We have to snag trophies. And this minigame is a pain. I hate this minigame. It lasts so little amount of time. You can only collect 3 trophies and it's just so pointless. I mean, what is the point of it? It's just so stupid. And then, at the end of all of it, you of course fight Master Hand. I mean, why would you not fight Master Hand? I even mentioned earlier that you fight Master Hand. And then you just murder him, and once you murder him, it's all over. And then classic mode is all over. And did I mention that I managed to beat it in like 5 minutes with Pichu? Yeah, 5 minutes. I mean, that's a lot shorter than it was in the original Super Smash Bros. Only 8 real battles, and they're really quick. And there's only 3 bonus games. Man, that's short. Okay, to be fair, it is still a lot longer than classic mode in Smash for 3DS.
But that's not fucking saying much!
Surely you could crank up the difficulty to very hard so that it's harder and it'll take you longer, but still, it's really short! This game also introduces adventure mode, which is... You have a whole bunch of characters to choose from, and you're gonna choose someone. It can either be someone fast, where it will actually be somewhat enjoyable, like Captain Falcon or Jigglypuff, or you can play as someone who's really slow, where it won't be as fun, like Ganondorf. Oh boy. I mean, look at this. This ain't fun at all. This is slow. This is dumb. I don't like this adventure mode at all. I mean, there are a whole bunch of stages from Nintendo levels. That is cool. But there's not always a stage, and sometimes you just fight a couple of enemies, and that's all you do in a world. And it's not that much longer compared to classic mode. So it's still really short and just pointless. I mean, there's just no point whatsoever. This mode is lame and I'm not a fan of it. I'm so sozzers. But there are other times where you'll be even less forgiving to me in this review. But you just gotta wait for those moments. And whatever you do, do not even think of playing this mode on very hard mode. I mean, I'm going to play through this mode as Bowser, and I'm going to see how long it takes me to get game over. I died against Mario and Peach, which is the second part of adventure mode. Beat the AI in this game. I mean, I can make it much better in classic mode on very hard, but I can't even beat the first level in adventure mode. I'm gonna get game over with 5 lives on very hard. That is just crazy. And there's one new mode in this game. Well, there are actually a whole bunch of new modes in this game. I mean, there are tons of new modes in this game. So that's definitely not one new mode, but hey, what you gonna do? This new mode I was talking about is All-Star, which you unlock by unlocking all of the characters. And what you do is you pick a character, and then you basically beat up everyone else in the game. It's kind of cool actually, but 1 life and you're dead. It's kind of sad, really. I'm gonna see if very hard is any better in this mode. I'm gonna pick Ganondorf and see if I get any further. In between every fight you get some Kirby remix music, and you can collect hearts to refill your health, but there are only 3 hearts and your health doesn't refill anyway, so you gotta be careful. You've gotta use them wisely. So, yay, and there are sometimes trophies here, but not now, so... oh well. I died against Jigglypuff, who was my second opponent. To be fair, Jigglypuff's actually not that bad in this game, but my second opponent? D-A-O! Then there are the event matches, where you can do certain tasks, and you play as certain characters, and you got to beat up certain characters. And let me just say that most of these missions are, well, to be honest, terrible! Okay, to be fair, there are a few good ones. For example, The first mission has Mario and Bowser fighting each other, and this mission is actually fun. Maybe it's because Bowser doesn't put up much of a fight, but this mission is actually fun. It's enjoyable, the AI isn't insane, and overall, I enjoy it, and it's on the battlefield, with really cool music in the background. You can't really go too wrong there, can you? There's also this mission where you have to kill Captain Falcon in 7 seconds, and even though it should go like this with Jigglypuff, it's still a fun mission, it's not that hard at all. But the rest of the missions, good God. I'm not going to go through all of them, obviously, but I'm going to find some highlights of some of the awful ones. There's Bomb Fest, where all Link and Samus do is plant bombs, and this is just an annoying and a stupid mission. I mean, they're just so annoying. This mission is so dumb. Why does this mission exist? It's full of bombs, and it's just so annoying when they throw their bombs. Why is this even a mission? This is just so dumb. Why did the creators put this mission in? And it's only the 3rd mission. What an annoying mission, it's so dumb. Next up is this battle with Pikachu where you can only attack him with Pokeballs. This is basically a game of luck. You just gotta hope that you get a good Pokemon to kill stupid old Pikachu, because some of the Pokemon in this game are just horrendous and useless, while others are OP and super useful. This is definitely a game of luck. You just gotta hope you get a good Pokemon. And if you don't get a good Pokemon, then you don't get a good Pokemon. Pikachu ain't dying anytime soon. It's just such a dumb mission, and I hate it so much. Then, there's the Yoshi's Egg mission. I hated this mission so much when I first played this mission, and I still hate it to this day. Basically, you gotta protect this egg from these opponents. These opponents are relentless. They want to destroy your egg badly, and the game encourages you to try and kill them as well. Why would I want to kill them? All you need to do is hold your egg and guard it with your life, and hope that these stupid AI opponents don't try and steal your precious egg. Why would they want your egg? I don't know, but they just want to destroy it. I guess they hate Yoshis or something. I mean, my dog hates Yoshis. But this is still a stupid mission, and I hate it so much. Just hold on to the egg, and hopefully it won't die. It's just such an annoying mission. And around 40 boring, frustrating, and repetitive missions later, you come to the final battle where you fight Giga Bowser, Ganondorf, and Mewtwo in one final battle. They are relentless, and they just won't stop hitting you. This is such an annoying fight, which makes sense, this is the final mission, but this is still an annoying mission, and it's really frustrating. And this game is just so frustrating. I hate these missions. They're just so annoying. It makes sense that this final mission is supposed to be epic and difficult, but it's still an annoying mission. And I find it weird that Giga Bowser, the largest and most evil character in the game that you can't even play as, is the one that's easiest to take out. I mean, it's just hilarious now that I think about it. Break the Targets is back, and it's just as interesting as ever. Some of these Break the Targets are just so frustrating and annoying, and they can just be a pain sometimes, and they can even be a bit cryptic, which is just so annoying. While others just watch. Race to the Finish is back, and it had a complete overhaul. Instead of just having to get to the goal, you have a whole bunch of goals and a whole bunch of places. You can either exit the first one and get no coins whatsoever, or you can try and make it to the end and get loads of coins. And basically, it's quite interesting. I actually quite like the change in this mode. I really appreciate it. It's really cool. And if you're playing as a fast character, you won't have much time to get to the end. But if you're playing as a slow character, you'll have all of the time in the world. So you gotta take your pick. You may be wondering, what are these coins used for? They are used for a whole bunch of things, such as using a continue and gambling for trophies, where if you put in more coins, it's more likely that you're gonna get a new trophy. So you better put in a lot of coins if you want a new trophy guaranteed. Now, why is this game of gambling in it? And, oh yeah, the trophies, you can unlock them by doing a whole bunch of things, such as gambling for them, or finding them in the levels, or getting them in the trophy snag. There are a whole bunch of ways to get these trophies, and by beating the game in all three of the modes. And yeah, it's pretty basic stuff. And once you've got them all, you can go to the collection, where you can see all of your trophies in all of their glory, even if some of them are still stuck in the N64 days. I'm looking at you, Fox! And this guy is the biggest Smash Brothers fanboy ever. I mean, not only has Smash Brothers posters on his walls and a whole bunch of Smash Brothers trophies, but the only N64 game he owns is Smash Brothers. And he only has Nintendo consoles, and he has this thing that says Super Smash Brothers, and he has a TV that was made by HAL Laboratory. If that's a real TV, I want it right this minute. Then we have the stadium events, as well as break targets. There's also the home run contest, where you pick a character. You gotta try and hit a sandbag as far as possible. And I'm sorry, but in this game, this mode is practically unplayable. You need to do as much damage to this thing as possible, but there's no room for error. It's just so annoying. You don't have the boundaries protecting it like in Brawl and 4. No, you have none of that. So you basically have to do down attacks the whole time, but not every character's down attack, so you can't do that all the time. So you gotta try and find a way to get this sandbag to places, and oh boy, this mode is practically unfinished. And why is it even in the final game? I just don't get it. Then there are the multi-man melee modes, and let's look at the screen. Yeah, I don't need to say a single thing. You do what the thing says, you fight polygons, the end. But there's also cruel melee. How does this work out? This is how cruel melee works out. Enjoy.
Ready? Go!
Well, at least the music's cool. Surely they're unfair and super powerful, and they do live up to their title. Still. And there's training mode, where you can do whatever you want. But the main thing about Smash Brothers is the versus mode. You have normal melee, where you can do normal melee. You have a tournament, which is a tournament. You have special melee, where you have a whole bunch of stupid modes which no one would want to use. You have the camera mode, where you can take snapshots. There's the stamina mode, where you have a stamina like a proper fighting game. There's Super Sudden Death, where everyone's in the sudden death mode with 300% damage. There's Giant Melee, where everyone's giant.
I never would have fucking guessed. Would I?
Then there's Tiny Melee, Invisible Melee, Fixed Camera Melee, Single Button Melee, Lightning Melee, and Slow-Mo Melee. insert at least 5 more Square Eye Jack jokes. Lightning Melee is super fast. And subscribe to that guy, he's amazing. And you can also set the rules, and you can enter a name, and then there's the boring old options. Insert at least 4 more Square Eye Jack jokes. No, 5 more, and data. Where you just look at data. Man, good thing I'm not using all of these Square Eye Jack jokes, otherwise this video would just explode. Your computer screen would explode, and everything would explode.
I never would have fucking guessed. Would I?
The game basically plays very similar to the first one, and we all know how Smash Bros. Plays, but the game did add a few new tweaks to make the fighting more technical. I mean, now you can charge your smash attack to side the attack, you can do throws in all sorts of directions, you can air dodge, and don't even get me started on all of the exploits in this game, because I ain't no Evo player at this game. And when it comes to skill levels in this game, there are 3 types. Either A, you're like, oh boy, how do I do this? How do I do this? I don't know how to play this game. Oh, I might as well try and punch these guys. What do I do? Do I try and dodge them? Oh, I don't know. How do I save myself? Oh, I'm dead. Ah! Basically, you've practically never played the game before, and you're terrible at it. B, you suck at the game, but you're able to play it, and you know how to play it, and you can try your hardest to beat your opponents, which is the skill set that I'm under. Or C, you're vaping Evo material. I mean, look at these guys. They're crazy. They just do whatever they want. Wow, these guys are so good at this game. Look at them. They are just experts. These are true Smash experts. You don't even know how good they are at this game. Man, they use so many exploits. And man, these people are Smash gods. And you can never match them. Ever. Unless you've actually been to Smash Evo, when in that case, good for you, but I doubt any of you have done that. As for the controls, it's beeping Smash Brothers. Do I really need to say beeping anything? The game actually adds a new mode called Coin Battle. In this mode, you beat up your enemies and try and collect as many coins as possible. You get coins by beating up your enemies. And this mode sucks. Honestly, whenever you want to play Smash with someone, who on earth says, oh boy, I want to play Coin Match? Nobody. Because it sucks. I don't even know why it's in the game. And I was disappointed that I wasn't in 3DS Smash Brothers. I mean, what is wrong with me? Then there's apparently the most important thing about Smash Brothers. No, not the gameplay, the character roster. And it's pretty good in this game. Surely this game introduced clones, but the roster is still solid. All of the characters from the first game return, and a whole bunch of new ones appear. You start off with 14, and you've got to unlock the other 11. And man, most of these characters are pretty cool. All the old characters are still cool, except the ones that weren't cool in the first game. They still suck. You Ness! But most of the new characters are pretty cool. Even the clones are cool. I don't get why Gandalf's a clone, but he's actually one of my favourite Smash characters. Fact. And loads of the other characters are cool as well. I mean, there are a few stupid ones, like Pichu over here. Yeah, and there are, of course, a few too many clones, but there aren't too many, and the cloning is still 1,000 times better than in Smash 4. Well, except for Pichu, he's worse than anything in Smash 4. But still, good character roster. A lot of the new characters are cool. Gandalf's cool. Ice Climbers are cool. Roy is cool. Mr. Game & Watch is cool. Jigglypuff, while not new, is now actually kind of cool. And Mewtwo is overrated. Yeah, I just said that. So, you know what you gotta do? You gotta deal with it. Then there are the stages. I am so sorry to say this. Most of these stages... Take a deep breath. I just can't say it. Just gotta wait. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Most of these stages are... terrible. Oh yeah, I just said that. Now, okay, the Smash N64 stages that do reappear are still cool. And I do kind of like the F-Zero stage. But the rest of the stages in this game suck. I mean, I can't go into all of them. I mean, here's a dumb one. Corneria. I mean, do you remember the stage of the first Smash Brothers? Well, imagine if it was 1,000 times smaller. That's what this stage is. It's too small. These stages are either too small or too big. Case in point, Hyrule Temple. I hate this level with a passion. I despise this level. It's too big. It's too hard to kill anybody in this huge area. It's too big, and it's just, the layout sucks. And did I mention that it's too big? I didn't. I thought I did. Never mind. Whatever. But hey, look, what I mean is that this stage is too big, and I despise the stage. And oh my god, this stage shouldn't exist. Yet it does exist, and it's in all the Smash Bros. Games after this. Smash 3DS does not count as a Smash for Wii U. I mean, I just hate this stage. I hate every stage in this game. They're so dumb. It's so hard to fight on them. And man, I hate the stages in this game. They suck. There's a reason why box-only Final Destination no items exist. It's because all the stages in this game are complete garbage, yet Final Destination isn't, so that's why this stupid category exists. Don't know why Fox though. Maybe he's the most broken character in the game. Who knows? 'Cause I sure don't. The graphics in this game, well, of course they're very good. I mean, this game looks great for the time. I mean, the colours are nice enough, it's bright and detailed, and overall it's a very good looking game. It holds up well even to this day. Very good looking game, especially for an early GameCube title. No! Well, nah, don't worry, I'm not going to complain about Super Smash Brothers for Wii U and 3DS focusing on primary powers. I'm not going to rant about that again, because I was just a 12-year-old when I did that.
The new game wasn't focusing on primary colours for its graphics. Seriously.
Oh, make it stop! What does this have to do with the review? Shouldn't I be talking about this in a thoughts video, not in the middle of a review? Shut up! This is not about Smash Melee, this is about Smash 4, which at the time of this video, when this video was made, it still had a year and a third to come out. Shut up, you stupid, annoying little 12-year-old! Oh yeah, that loser who made that really bad review was me. After 8 months of not making a review. And this version of me gave Madagascar the game a D. What? Why did he give it a D? It's not an average game. I gave it a B+ in my review. I even speedrun it. I even have fun on speedruns.com. Look at this. My PB is 1 hour and 4 minutes. 10 minutes behind Quiz Dan. Whoever that is. But the point is... beep you! The game's intro cutscene looks very impressive for 2001. I mean, the CGI is very good, and while I'm not the biggest fan of the character models in this game, it's it's still a good-looking cutscene, nevertheless. And while it was taken from the E3 2001 trailer, it's practically the E3 2001 trailer. It's still a cool intro, and it still looks great for 2001. And oh, Smash for Wii U took the character trailers for its opening, and everyone complained, yet everyone let this slide. Man, Smash bangs are just so annoying. I mean, why are they so annoying? I don't know, they just are annoying. They just want to keep this game into their precious hands. They praise this game, and they will never think otherwise. The music in this game is also great. Surely there are a few tracks which are kind of mediocre, but other tracks are really good, they fit the atmosphere, and it just sounds great. Now, I've said my two favourite songs in my previous review were the Fire Emblem theme in this game and the Gigabout theme. My opinions haven't changed there. Those songs are incredible, but there are also some other amazing songs, such as some of the Battlefield songs. This one kinda sucks, but the other one is awesome! Not this one! This one! So epic. Too bad you can't choose your music in the stages which have more than one song, because that would be heaven if you could. Does this game have its negatives? Yes, it does. This game is not free from sin. This game has many problems. This where I might as well mention the fighting. As many people know, this game is fast. Too fast. I mean, this game just moves so quickly, and I actually think it's a negative. I mean, sometimes it can be very hard to hit an opponent just because of how fast it goes. And almost everyone feels like a rock. Everyone just drops so quickly due to how fast they move. Everyone feels like a stupid rock. Well, not everyone. I mean, there's characters like Mewtwo and Jigglypuff, but almost everyone feels like a rock. I mean, they're just so heavy, and they just move so quickly, and it's just not good. I'm not saying the fighting is terrible. It is still enjoyable, and the improvements are welcome. But, and this is a but, that doesn't mean anything. Well, it does mean a lot. If it's hard to hit your opponents, it's so hard to hit them because of how heavy everything is, and because how fast and heavy everything is. Everyone's just so fast and heavy, it's just so hard to hit anyone, because everyone's just moving all over the place, and it's so easy to miss your target. It's just so annoying, and I've already mentioned how much the single player sucks, so yeah, that's all I really have to say about the negatives, although they are pretty big negatives. And Mewtwo? Well, Mewtwo's overrated, I already said that, but he's actually not that awful. I'm not calling it bad, he's just overrated. I mean, he's actually one of the lightest characters in the game. He's floaty, and that's a good thing for a game where everyone feels like a rock on roller skates. I think someone should Photoshop that. I don't have Photoshop, so I can't do that. Whatever. Mewtwo does have his advantages, but he's not good enough to be demanded to be in the next Smash Brothers! Well, it worked, because Mewtwo was added as DLC, and they made him OP as Beep. Accidentally. But other than all of those things, as well as a few sucky characters like Zelda and Pichu, this game is still fun. It's not bad, it's still a fun game, which I can call good. But, of course, it's not perfect in the slightest. I mean, most of the single player stuff sucks, because it's either too short, too hard, I mean, the missions are horrible for the most part. Classic mode's too short. Adventure mode is dumb and too short. All-Star is too short and it exists. Though it's a cool addition, I will admit that. And the fighting is not perfect, even though it is still fun. Even if it's not the best. I'm not calling this game bad at all. It is a good game. It's just got a lot of flaws, which I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not a huge fan of the fighting system. I don't like how heavy everyone is. I don't like how fast everyone goes. This game is just so fast, and it's so difficult to play. I mean, if you're an emo guy who plays this game, then good for you, because you are an expert at this game, and you have a reason to love it because you're so amazing at it. But I am not Evo material. I am middle of the road, whereas I suck. So, I can't love this game that much. It's just not the best. And I didn't grow up with this game. I grew up wanting to play this game. And just... it's kind of disappointing, really. It's a shame, really. Because I was hoping this game would be amazing. And I loved this game when I first played it. Not as much as Brawl, but I still loved it. But it's still... This game is not that great. Also, why is there a separate mode to take snapshots? That's so stupid. Look at this. This would be an amazing snapshot, but I'm not playing on the snapshot mode, so I can't do that. Why is there even a snapshot mode in the first place? It's just so dumb. What just incorporates each snapshots into the main game? It's just so annoying. Ugh. Overall, what do I think of Smash Brothers Melee? Well, the short answer is, it's overrated. That's my short answer. But my long answer, because you know I like really long endings, is that this game is good. Is it incredible? No. But is it good? Yes. It is fun. By the fact that I'm not the biggest fan of the fighting style, it is still fun. The multiplayer is still fun, even when you have no friends. But still, this game is fun, and it can be enjoyed, but there are a lot of flaws. I mean, classic mode's too short, adventure mode is too short, the missions suck, and overall, this game is not perfect. I gave it a B+ in my previous review, but I'm going to have to give it a B. I'm sorry, this is a good game, but there are so many flaws with it. And of course, some space adversary is very long, but who cares? This game gets a B+. My favourite game in the series is still Brawl. Such a great game. A game which I spent the equivalent of 5 weeks and a day playing. All 844 hours on. And I've rarely touched this game in the last 2 years. And of course, Smash 4. The 3DS version is good, but lacking content, as we all know. And the Wii U version is great, but I still prefer Brawl. This is just my least favourite. It's hard to judge, actually. It's very difficult, but oh well. I guess I'm gonna have to end the review here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy it. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. It's Big Ben Bot Sound. Oh, and before we leave, I want to try something. I want to see what it would be like if you could use your amiibo in this game, or amiibo, whatever. As you can see, the game's on, the controller's there, which I won't be needing, and here's the console. There's no amiibo thingy, but let's see how this goes. So, I've got to take Donkey Kong, and now I just need to slide him over here. Wait, I'm not ready yet. Gotta slide him over, and boom! Donkey Kong is in. Now, I just need to get my other 3 amiibo. /amiibi. Okay, so All of these amiibi are on level 50, including Donkey Kong. Well, except for Mario, I don't remember what level he's on, so just gotta swipe. So I just gotta do some more stuff. I didn't swipe Pikachu, Jigglypuff, or Fox. What are you talking about? So just gotta swipe Peach over. And let's see what goes on there. Ooh, Peach is in! Peach is in! Let's try Mario. This might be less likely to work, but we'll see how it goes. Wow, this thing is slow. Mario's in! Now, we have poor old Yoshi. Let's see how Yoshi goes through this. Here it goes! Yoshi is in the house! Yeah! Oh boy! This is gonna be so much fun! I wonder how the battle will go out! Let's go to Final Destination, okay? Just gotta wait a bit! Wait, I'm not ready! I want to do something cool. Let's change this down to 2.0. That'll make it more fun. So, now, let's go! That was an easy victory for Donkey Kong. Well, I know why he won, because while Peach and Yoshi are on level 50 and Mario's on level I don't know, Donkey Kong is the only one that is still alive, so of course he'd win. Well, that's a question in my life that I know the answer to. Good.